Something must be really wrong with you. Why can't you just tell the fucking truth now? Woo! Yes, your mama, she raised a fool. Wow. What the did you learn in that schoolhouse? To chasing girls, chasing thrills, taking pills in the hills. Ooh! Greetings, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. You guys, just want to point out really quick that I read these signs mostly for Vedic sidereal. If you're like, what does that even mean? Well, right now, I hate to break it to you guys, all my Taurus friends, you think you're a Taurus, you're not. You're actually an Aries. Look at the sun, where the sun is right now. The sun just entered Aries. So I hate to break it to you guys. Very bad news, whatever, but the sun just entered Aries. Okay. Hi Sagittarius, back to the reading. So I pulled a few cards for you guys. Right off the bat, we have Go With The Flow. So go with the flow. Energy and occurrences are all about you at this time, Sagittarius. You are being swept along by the forces of a situation. There's no time to stop, pause, reflect, or strategize. Trust that the time will soon be at hand for rest and reconsideration. For now, you're being counseled to go along at the pace and in the direction of a leader. Maybe even a leader whom you have lost sight of, but you already know is there. Put faith in the fact that you chose with purpose in the beginning and that all is flowing to the required destination at this time. Soon you will be able to make your own choices to continue in the herd or to set your own direction, Sagittarius. For now, allow yourself to go with the momentum. It does have a purpose and that will become clear to you soon. Alrighty, next we have the Two of Staves, which is signified by Siegfried and Brunhild in the Norse mythology. Two of Staves is the Two of Wands. It's all about new beginnings, a new partnership, looking into something exciting, a new venture. And Siegfried and Brunhild, their love story is all about how love really catapults us into greater depths of courage within ourselves, and it really exposes deeper strengths within ourselves through pain and through hard work and through courage, that we are able to reach new heights in our relationship with ourselves and therefore new heights in our relationship with others. So the Two of Staves here, we see he's looking at like a disc, a mirror, a coin, and he has his two wands with him, and in the distance we see like a town, but there's a river between the towns. So it's like the Two of Staves signifies that yes, there will be obstacles, but let yourself see them as like a playground. Like, look at the playground before me before I get to the schoolhouse on the other side or something. Whatever else you want to be on the other side. I would say like the horse stables on the other side. Speaking of horses, the rune that we got for you guys is the rune of Awaz. And Awaz is all about trust. It's the number 19, which adds up to a 10. So we have that as a complete cycle. We see this nice white-blue ethereal realm about the horse and rider, and Awaz is all about the horse and rider bond. It's all about trust. And, in my reading with Scorpio the other day, we got the 8 of Swords, which came up also in your Lover's Path Tarot, 8 of Arrows, which is signified by the story of Cupid and Psyche. And in that story, Cupid was supposed to make Psyche fall in love with a brute beast because Venus was very jealous of Psyche, but Cupid fell in love with Psyche, so he didn't want to do that, impose that upon her. He actually fell in love with her, but the notion was that he could only visit her at night and she could never actually look at him. And Psyche got very upset by this, so one night she looked at Cupid, and when she looked at him, then it basically took Cupid away from her because of Venus. So Psyche was tormented for a while and was suffering for a while and was always trying to get Cupid back into her life, and eventually Cupid pleaded with the gods and pleaded for Psyche to become an immortal, and they had a divine sacred union and marriage, but it was really through a bunch of trials and tribulations, and the whole theme of their story is that love cannot live where there is no trust. And so that is signified very deeply here with Awaz, because this is all about the horse and rider must trust each other. The rider must trust the horse, that the horse isn't going to throw the rider or kill the rider at any moment. The horse weighs 1,200 pounds, the rider weighs, 200 pounds. So it's an instant win there on the horse's part if any sort of freak accident happens. And this is all about trust. At the same time, the horse has to trust the rider, that the rider is not going to, be cruel to the horse, that the rider isn't going to yank on the bit or spur them or whip them. There's also the whole fact that the horse has to trust that the rider isn't going to guide the horse into something that will hurt the horse. Horses are, fear-based prey animals, so that is their animal, I want to say reptilian brain, that's their fight or flight instinct. Their thing is, okay, so they're a prey animal, so they have to have immense trust in the human on their back, that they're leading them into something that is going to be safe. And so that is the whole thing here with this rune and with the Two of Wands. It's like you want to move into a new venture. You want to step into a partnership, Sagittarius, or if you're already in a partnership, and you guys are wanting to venture towards new waters, maybe try on new things in the bedroom, or you're wanting to move somewhere and there's a lot of trust that's needed to cultivate that trust, or one of you guys is wanting a new career, you guys are wanting to invite something new into the house, getting a pet, different things. So with AWAS, it's all about the mind will trust the body and the body will trust the mind. It's about how the two must work in tandem. This is also about la-la trust in the bedroom. It's all about harmony and marriage, loyalty, pairs of entities working together towards a common goal. This is about harmonious teamwork and trust, as we've already said. It facilitates swiftness, and this establishes trust and bonds. This also it activates one ability to detect deceit and uncover subtle cues. It's all about bonds with animals, so quite literally horse whisperers. So some of my Sagittariuses, you may work with horses. You may be a fellow horse lady. This is all about vehicles of travel and movement, although I hope that you guys aren't traveling and moving around right now. P.S. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there is a monstrous storm going on outside right now. It's just like thunder and lightning through the windows and pouring rain, and I love it. It's like the perfect setting for this. This is all about flexibility, adaptability, making the best of situations, settling your control issues, because again, love cannot live where there is no trust, and trust and control don't coincide, they don't coexist together. This is about making necessary relationship adjustments, symbiotic relationship between two individuals, harmonizing between two beings. This is about building a partnership each day, forming a tighter emotional and spiritual connection. This is used also to attract the right person towards you in partnership, Sagittarius. If you are not in a relationship, then you can call on the rune of AWAS. You can draw the little symbol. It's that M. You can draw that M on your hand. You can draw it in your journal. You can draw it on a piece of paper and then get a glass of water. You can put some Himalayan sea salt, do a little spell over that water, let the water magnify the symbol. If you want to put a crystal in the water, some little things that I like to do. You can put a dash of Florida water, which you guys know about that Florida water. You can put a dash of rose water, like I keep my rose water over my symbols, the runes that I work with for protection and spiritual boundaries so that things cannot penetrate into my field. It's very important once you start getting into the spiritual work and spiritual world that you understand that there are darker entities out there, and it's so important that we keep ourselves shielded at all times. Remember, a ship in the ocean, the roaring ocean, is only fine so long as there's no holes or, little holes in the side of the ship. Like, the ship can only sink if there's a little hole in the ship. So it doesn't even matter how big the ocean is. It doesn't matter how roaring the waves are. If the ship is navigating properly, and if the ship has it's perfectly sealed, if it has a tight seal, then the ship will always be safe. And that's what's so important as we dive into the spiritual world and as we dive into spiritual work, and sorry, I'm just, going off on a little tangent here. So I feel like some of my Sagittarius may need some extra protection. And with that, it just goes to say you will always be safe so long as you keep your ship sealed. So keep it sealed, and if you're naive about it, then you can't really keep it sealed, because if you're not regularly doing your rounds and going all the way to the bottom of the ship and checking the bunker and going through all the rooms and the boiler room and then this room and then that room, if you're not checking all of the areas of your ship, Sagittarius, then you may, bust a seam and water could get in and sink your ship. So all that to say, check all the areas of your ship. Your ship might be a metaphor for your relationship, so that the relationship doesn't sink. This is about forming more trust, that tighter bond. This is about refreshing an existing partnership. So again, that Two of Wands is wanting to, put some pizzazz, put some oomph, put some extra in the relationship. We have Rihanna, sex with me so amazing. Yes. Oh my. Okay. Good song. That's actually perfect that song's playing right now. This is about a psycho-spiritual opposite gender within your fetch. If you look up what is a fetch on Google, there's a lot of really great articles you can read about your fetch. It would be really powerful for you guys if you like to do some spiritual research, if you like to research things. This is all about dualism, communication, tolerance, team spirit, going for peace, your social standing. It's also the mysteries of the opposite sex lie in your own mental makeup. As you sync up with your own fetch, then you will find thy other within thyself. So basically, you'll come into your perfect divine union as you come into yourself more. You know, I got the sauce, yeah, no, I'm saucy. That's like one of my favorite parts. You know, I got the sauce. So my Sagittarius is, you know, I got the sauce. I feel like that's how you guys are. All right, this is about contact, flow, coherency with partnership. This is a very positive rune. It's all about that our synchronicities are in store for you. This is also increasing your fame, increasing your relationships, deep compatibility, intimate compatibility with partners, and benefiting financially through your relationship with others, through connecting with others, through working with others. Teamwork. This is about travel and progress, change for the better. It's all about the color white, the earth element, and the ash tree. Inner harmony will yield better outer intentions and results. Alrighty, so let's see what the tarot has for you guys. I already shuffled beforehand. So what does tarot have for my Sagittarius right off the bat? Oh, we have the Devil in reverse, crossed by the World. Ooh, okay, Devil in reverse. Some of my Sagittariuses are saying bye-bye, bye-bye now, bye-bye to a Capricorn. Some of you guys are saying bye to, oh, and we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck there. Okay, I like that. Empress can also signify a baby on the way, can also be a Libra, Taurus, or Aries. Empress is also embodying all of the queens. Empress is very motherly, she's very stoic, she's very playful, she's very soft, she's very nurturing, she's very tender, she's very succulent, delicious, just all things yummy. She's like all of the queens embodied into one. She has all of it. And the Devil here in reverse, I like this as your first energy. Again, you may either be saying bye-bye, the wheel is turning from a chapter that you had with a Capricorn, or the wheel is turning from vices in your life, things that you sought out passionately from the lower chakras and you weren't fully aligning yourself. Whenever we pull out the 7 chakra system and align in with the one code of just being a rod of white, pure beaming light, which we'll get into spirituality too much in that regard, but basically it's about transcending the lower, primal, visceral, innate things. Your glutton, drinking, using substances, the marijuanas, pills, whatever, hallucinogens. You guys, you do not need external substances to reach those altered states of consciousness. Just do extreme breath work. And if you're cheating by using a substance and putting a substance in your body to reach an altered state of consciousness, you are forming a bond. You're bonding yourself to that substance. You're bonding it. You're giving your life force energy. And even though it may be all fun and games now, it will not be fun and games down the road whenever your bond, you spiritually tied a knot with that substance. So that's why sobriety is so important in all aspects. Again, if you love tripping, you love seeing things, you love visuals, you love all of that, then do the fucking work and actually do breath work to achieve that state. You don't believe me? Then type up DMT breath, because you can totally achieve a complete all-out hallucinogenic trip using your breath work if you actually do the work and do the breath work. And I do breath work every single day to achieve my altered state whenever I do shamanic work. So again, you do not need any external substance inside of your body to achieve those states. And when you cheat and you do that, you're making a very poor decision in your overall life. Again, it may seem all fun and games and it may be helpful and healing in the moment, but down the road, you are going to pay for it, because that's what happens. You are making a bond. Everything, for every action, an equal reaction. It's an exchange. You're exchanging with something. So again, it's all about that ship at the beginning. You're not being tightly sealed on the edges when you're inviting the water in from the outside. You don't know what sea urchins are in that water. Okay, so Devil in reverse. Some of you guys are saying goodbye, bye-bye to that. The wheel is crossing you. Karma is here, a big change. The wheel of Jupiter coming through, the gift of expansion. Something is expanding in your life, and it's only going to be able to expand because of you saying bye to all of your devilish ways. This is also saying goodbye to controlling aspects, saying goodbye, like I said, vices, saying goodbye to passions. Knight of Cups in reverse is your subconscious. So you're wanting to be playful, charming, flirty, but you're holding it back. It's in reverse. You're thinking about it. You want to extend love. You want to explore passion in a certain way, but you're holding back on extending that right now. King of Wands in reverse is what's crowning you. So Sagittarius, this is like almost your own energy, or, dealing with a Leo or an Aries, but I'm really feeling like it's your own energy. It's inverted. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, the Devil in reverse, I'm feeling like a big halting energy, like someone pulled back on your reins and you're just like stopped. It's like you are frozen right now. In your past energy, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Man, I shuffled hardcore too. This is, you know, kind of like past energy, where you're from. We're going to see where you're going in a minute here. The Tower in reverse. I like that kind of. It's interesting with the Wheel and the Tower in reverse, the Page of Cups. So in the past, you gave an offer of love to someone, or you extended an offer. Perhaps for some of you guys, you wanted a child. Your partner, your spouse was saying no to the child. And so you could be having a disagreement on bringing a child in. For those of you who it's not about a child, you extended a love cup to someone and they said no to it. For some, you just were being playful and someone, your family, your roommate, your house situation, whatever, is like not appreciative of your sort of expression, your playfulness, your lightheartedness. They're not honoring your fullness, like you and your true fullness. You feel like you can't really express fully all the way. This seems to be a problematic situation for some of my Sagittarius. It's like you're in a situation that's kind of like confining, like you're inside a pasture and you're looking beyond the pasture to all the free acreage and you're like, why do I have to be in this 1 acre pasture when there's like 100,000 acres out there and mountains and springs? Like, I want to go explore out there, but yet you're confined here. Now the Tower in reverse as your future energy, something that completely crashed down, you're going to try and mend. And maybe that's what the Wheel of Fortune is here. Maybe you're like, a relationship didn't work because of someone's vices, codependency, controllingness, manipulation, for all these things. Maybe something didn't work, so you had to change that, or you had to cut them off, and both of you guys had to grow and change. And now the Wheel of Fortune is saying, good job, you guys have done your work, you've changed. And so now the Tower is coming back in reverse because you're healing something with the Sun, a new beginning. And I actually think this might be the case for some of you guys, that it is a come around return of the ex. Because the Sun, new beginning, but Sun is also baby. So with the Page of Cups there, on the past energy, again, some of you guys could be inviting in a baby, but some of you guys could just be, this person is your sun. You're my sunshine after the rain. You're my and my pain. 'Cause I'm losing my mind when you're not around. It's all because of you. Oh, I don't know. I think I combined songs there, but You're My Sunshine After the Rain came up. So I feel like for a lot of my Sag, you guys are you're moving into a space of feeling really sunny after releasing this devil energy, and you are completely complete with this past cycle because it took your energy, it took your vitality, it didn't really honor and love your way of loving, it did not respect your inner child. Your inner child here was completely shut down. You couldn't be a student of love and explore all the things curiously that you desired to, but now you can. You're moving towards something like that because you're saying buck this Tower, and you're either healing it by moving on from it and compassionately holding no resentment towards the ex, or you are going to give them another chance. Now your environment is 6 of Wands, so they could be busy, they could be someone popular in the public eye, they could very well have done this healing on themselves. They also could be kind of like a Don Juan and be kind of arrogant and overconfident and kind of marching in here, but they have done work on themselves. They are feeling very prosperous. They're doing well, whoever it is that you're dealing with. You also could have a hard time getting to them because they are very busy right now. They have many wands in the fire. They're kind of in an eye of popularity. It's just like in what they're dealing with right now. Hopes, dreams, and fears is the 5 of Swords. So you're, hoping that you guys don't fight again because maybe perhaps there was fights in the past, especially with the devil energy here in the Tower. If you had a Tower moment with the devil, then the Wheel of Fortune is coming to clean that up and wipe that slate clean. Again, this could be a house situation, a business situation, an intimate love situation, relationship, it's all the same. Apply it to whatever relationship that it fits with. These are not all always intimate. And your final outcome is the Page of Swords. So someone is spying on someone is going to speak up, someone is going to offer, someone's going to speak up this week. I'm feeling that you're going to reach out, they're going to reach out, someone's going to reach out here, and they're going to say, hey, can we have a truce? Can we have a truce? We have the blue and the silver. He has a very honest look in his eyes. But the Page of Swords is also, like I said, someone spying. So someone is definitely spying on you, or you're spying on them. Someone is creeping and peeping here. And remember, Sag, that love cannot live where there's no trust. So that is the goal for this week, is to regain that trust, to let the Tower maybe come back, give it a revisit. If you really think that it is your sunshine after the rain, then maybe that's what you got going here. I love you guys, and I'll see you shortly for your beginning of May readings.